Effects of changes in demand and supply on equilibrium price, part 4. In this lesson, we are going to analyze the effect of decrease in demand on equilibrium price and quantity when supply remains constant under three heads. 1. Supply is elastic and the demand decreases. To begin with, the market is in equilibrium at E1, where demand curve DD cuts the supply curve SS. The price is P1. The quantity is M1. The demand decreases due to the introduction of a new substitute good in the market. The new demand curve is D0, D0. The demand curve shifts to the left. The immediate effect is there arises an excess supply condition to the tune of E0, E1. The sellers are willing to supply E1 units at price P1, but the consumers want to buy E0 units. Competition among the sellers pushes the price down along the supply curve SS. As the price moves down, the buyers also move down along the demand curve D0, D0. At last, a new equilibrium is reached at E2, where new demand curve D0, D0 cuts supply curve SS. The new price is P0. The new equilibrium quantity is M0. The net result is the price decreases from P1 to P0. The quantity decreases from M1 to M0. The impact of decrease in demand is partly absorbed by price and partly by the quantity. 2. Supply is perfectly elastic and the demand decreases. The supply is perfectly elastic. Hence, the supply curve is horizontal and parallel to x-axis. PS is the supply curve. The market is in equilibrium at E1, where both demand curve DD and supply curve PS cut each other. The consumers buy M1 units. With a decrease in demand, the curve DD moves to the left and takes position D0, D0. The new demand curve cuts the supply curve at point E0. This is the new equilibrium point. The consumers buy M0 units. This is less than M1. Since the supply is perfectly elastic, the sellers decrease their production and adjust supply fully. The net result is quantity decreases from M1 to M0. The price remains at P. It doesn't change. The impact of decrease in demand is fully absorbed by the quantity. 3. Supply is perfectly inelastic and demand decreases. Market supply curve MS is perfectly inelastic. Hence, the supply curve is vertical and parallel to y-axis. The demand curve DD cuts the supply curve MS at E1. The equilibrium price is P1 and the quantity is M. After a decrease in demand, the new demand curve D0, D0 is formed to the left of DD. The immediate effect is there arises an excess supply to the extent of E0, E1. The consumers are willing to buy E0 units at price P1, but the sellers want to sell E1 units. The competition among the sellers pushes down the price along the supply curve SS. The buyers move down along the demand curve D0, D0. Finally, a new equilibrium is reached at E2. The new price is P0. This is less than P1. The net result is a decrease in price from P1 to P0 and no change in quantity. The full impact of decrease in demand is absorbed by price. We shall meet again in part 5.